Okay, before you even think about filling out a single form, we got to do a little prep work. This is the pre-launch phase. It's all about making sure you have all your ducks in a row and that you meet the basic requirements for success.
Let's start with the absolute non-negotiables. You have to be at least 18 years old. You need to be legally authorized to work here in the US. And pretty obviously, you need a clean record, no felony convictions or other big disqualifying offenses. And finally, everyone, and I mean everyone, has to pass a fingerprint-based background check. If you can check all those boxes, you're good to go for the next step.
The next step is training. And the magic number you need to remember is 8. That's it. Just 8 hours of state-mandated training. It's actually really manageable. Usually just a one-day course that covers all the fundamentals you'll need.
And what do you actually learn in those 8 hours? Well, it's all practical, stuff you'll actually use. You'll go over your legal authority as a guard, what you can and can't do. You'll learn the basics of good report writing, how to respond in an emergency, and the essential rules for use of force. This isn't just about checking a box, it's really the foundation of your entire career.
Now here's something really cool about the system in Arizona. You've got options. There are 2 paths you can take here. On one hand, you can get your training done first, all on your own. Pay for it yourself, get the certificate, and then you can apply for jobs with that training already in hand. Or you can get hired first and let your new company arrange the training. Sometimes they'll even pay for it. Neither way is right or wrong. It just depends on what makes the most sense for you.
All right, with eligibility confirmed and training figured out, it's time for the main event. This is where we put together and submit your official application packet to the SDPS to get that final approval.
So the packet itself, it sounds official, but it's pretty straightforward. It's just a 5-part deal. You've got the main application form itself. You need a completed fingerprint card. You've got to include proof that you did that 8-hour training. You'll need a simple passport-style photo. And last but not least, you submit the state fee. Get those 5 things together, and you are ready to send it off.
And speaking of that fee, what's it going to cost you? $72. That's the one-time processing fee that you pay directly to the state. It covers the background check and getting your license issued.
So, once you've submitted everything correctly and you pass that background check, the Department of Public Safety will give you the green light. They'll approve your packet, and pretty soon after that, you'll get your official Arizona Security Guard card in the mail. And just like that, mission accomplished.
But hey, getting the card is really just the beginning, right? So let's shift gears a little and talk about what life is actually like once you are a licensed working security guard out there in Arizona. Okay, let's talk about the pay. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average hourly wage for an unarmed guard in Arizona is about $18.54. That works out to roughly $38,000–$39,000 a year. But, as we're about to see, that number can definitely change based on where you are.
And this chart shows it perfectly. Location really matters. As you'd probably expect, wages tend to be higher in the big metro areas like Phoenix and Tucson. In the smaller towns, it might be a bit lower. So where you decide to work can have a real impact on your paycheck.
Now your license is good for 2 full years. And here's the great news. When it's time to renew, all you have to do is submit a new form and a fee. Best of all, you don't have to go through the 8-hour training all over again to keep your license active.
Okay, once you're on the job, there are a few key rules you have to live by. Number 1, always, and I mean always, have your official DPS card on you when you're on duty. That's non-negotiable. Also, if you switch companies, your new employer has to register you under their agency license. And finally, a simple one, but important, keep your mailing address updated with the DPS so you don't miss that renewal notice when it comes time.
So, to wrap all this up, let's talk about what's next and what resources are out there for you. Think of this as your support system, not just for getting started, but for your whole journey ahead.
Remember, you are not going through this process alone. There is a whole community of other guards out there that you can connect with. You can swap stories, get advice on a tough situation, or even just get help with questions about your training.
And one of the best places to find that community is over on Reddit at the GuardGuides subreddit. It's a forum that's packed with active security professionals from all over, and they're always willing to help out a newcomer.
And here is a pro tip to make this whole thing foolproof for you. We've actually created a printable checklist that walks you through every single step we've covered today. The link to download it, along with everything else we mentioned, is right there in the description below.
So, let's end with this. Imagine it. You followed all the steps, your application's in, and that official guard card finally arrives in the mail. It's approved. You're officially licensed. What's your very first move?